Welcome. My name is Traci Warren, and tonight I have the pleasure of walking you through the Team Beachbody Coaching opportunity. And whether somebody dragged you here, whether they paid you kicking and screaming, or whether you're actually here on your own accord and very excited to learn, welcome. I appreciate your time and am excited to share with you something that has absolutely changed my life and my family's life. And I hope that you will find it beneficial for you. And please, no matter what, if you have questions or concerns or fears or hesitations or excitement, all of the above, feel free to message me with those things and we will talk it through. Well, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to talk to you tonight about the how. So how we do what we do, how we earn, why we do what we do, and a little bit about the company and all of these type of things. My family, I've got 4 kids. I've been married for almost 10 years, and I've got an 8-year-old, 6-year-old, 4-year-old, and 1-year-old. It's starting to get hard to remember all of their birthdays and all of that kind of thing, so it's time to stop. But anyway, they're lots and lots of fun, and we just have a blast being together, and I'm so fortunate to have been able to stay at home with them and yet earn an income, and not just to earn it for the sake of earning it, but to be able to create memories with them has been just a joy and a pleasure. So we live in Naples, Florida. We moved from Indianapolis, Indiana earlier this summer in 2014. And that was due mostly in part to Team Beachbody. Not necessarily all of the financial aspect, but because we have learned how to dream big. And so even if I never made a dime with Team Beachbody, I would absolutely forever be grateful because they have taught us how to dream big and how to set a goal and break it down and reach it and go after it as a family. And we do these things as a family. So anyway, super, super thrilled to be living my dream life, honestly. Oh, Beachbody accolades. I have been a coach for 3 years now, and definitely did not want to be a coach. I signed up for the discount. All I wanted was my Shakeology at a discount. Begged my coach, Geraldine, please, because I had known her from a previous at-home business. Don't make me sell anything. I don't want to have anything to do with that. I don't want inventory. I don't want to beg people to buy stuff. It's just icky and gross, and that is not me. I don't want to do that. And she said, no, it's different, I promise. And so I said, well, I'll become a coach for the discount, but trust me, I'm not going to do anything with the business. And anyway, she was actually correct. And I didn't need to beg people to buy things. I didn't need to feel icky and gross. I didn't need to have an inventory and go into debt to make this thing work. People just started asking me about the changes that were happening in me, and it just took on a life of its own. So I'm also a Success Club All-Star Legend, and that means that I've hit Success Club for over 24 months in a row, and we can talk more about what that actually means later. It's okay if some of these things tonight or today, whenever, go in one ear and out the other, and there's lingo that you don't understand. That's okay. That's normal. We have a Coach Basics program that is set up to walk you through step by step so that you are comfortable, you know how to get started and how to help people. You don't have to be an expert. Currently, I'm a 4-star diamond coach. That means that I have helped 4 people get to what is called a diamond rank in the company, and they are really becoming leaders and helping change their family's future. I'm currently ranked in the top 0.3% in the company of over 215,000 coaches, and I'm the founder of Team BeneFIT. And we chose that name because we are here to benefit other people by taking care of ourselves, by making our minds and our bodies and our spirits better. Then we can give all of ourselves and more of ourselves, and just benefit other people more. And I know from just about all of us, I would hope, that that is what we strive to do anyway, day in and day out. We want to give to other people. We want to give, and we want to give to ourselves, but we can't do that if our tank is empty. The couple of the pictures to explain that is Tony Horton at the top. He is the trainer of P90X, P90X2, 3, P90, lots and lots of fun, a great guy. He has on his shirt my 4-year-old daughter's part of her blanket that she sent with me to that leadership trip. And so he's gracious enough to take a picture with her Winnie the Pooh blankie. My VIP entrance there at our National Coach Summit was a very fun time to get to go under the stage and then walk out into the audience of 8,000 people cheering for you. And then that was our trip to leadership, and that was my first invitation to leadership this past year. And that is a trip where only the very top coaches are invited to learn advanced coaching techniques and be able to lead our teams better. So it was an honor. My story, goodness. It's not a short one, and it's not always the prettiest one, not always the most exciting. My story started, I was a professional person, graduated from the University of Rutgers in New Jersey with a degree in urban planning and minor in religion, and wanted to at one point do overseas missions. I ended up doing urban planning and loved community development. I ended up right out of school going to work for State Farm Insurance in their catastrophe claims office in Jacksonville, Florida, and was there for a couple of years. Hated it, just did not like working for other people, I guess you could say. And, I had a lack of respect for some of the management, and always felt like I could do things better and different. Possibly I was wrong, and of course had a big head just getting out of school and that kind of thing, but just was not happy. I was not happy going to a cubicle every day. Ended up, I thought, well, maybe if I get back to doing something that is more in alignment with my major, I would be happier. So I ended up moving to Ohio, Columbus, and worked for the State Department of Development in their tax incentives office and doing tax law. And that at least provided some sense of satisfaction that I was using the degree that I had spent so much money on, and would still feel like I was missing out. There was something just burning inside of me to be doing something different. Didn't exactly know what that was, but life circumstances changed. I ended up moving back to Indiana and just took a job to have a job and an income, and went to work for Progressive Insurance and doing auto claims. And I ended up transferring with that company when I met my husband up to Indianapolis, and then would cry on the way home from work just about every night. I hated working again in the cubicle. I'm quickly finding that I'm not meant for corporate America, that it was not fulfilling to me, that I didn't have I was not challenged by the management. I just would go and hear complaining all day. People just not liking to be there. And it was depressing. It was so depressing. And knowing that, I could have moved up, and I'm a driven person just naturally, but I didn't necessarily, there was not anything so exciting that I wanted to move up for there, So that picture is actually after the birth of my son, my second child. And that picture brings me a lot of pain because that was a time in my life where as soon as I got pregnant with my daughter there, I decided to stay home because, again, I was crying every day coming home from Progressive. And I just was like, Matt, I got to get out of here. And I remember working 2 extra weeks so that I could afford a treadmill. That was the only reason that I stayed, even those 2 extra weeks, was to pay for a treadmill. Once I got that treadmill, I was out of there. And so when she was born, we or actually even when I was pregnant with her, I knew nothing about nutrition at the time. I would literally walk on the treadmill eating potato chips. Who does that? I did, because I didn't know any better. I was pregnant. I thought it was a free-for-all to eat whatever I wanted. And I was walking slowly. Again, I didn't necessarily know much about fitness or nutrition. I had gone, in and out of running or doing Taibo videos at some point. I was never an athlete. I was never in team sports. That just was not who I was. But after I had my son there, I just started to kind of lose it a little bit. You hear a lot of women talk about postpartum depression or the baby blues, and that wasn't exactly me. I was crying a decent amount, but I never wanted to just throw in the towel. I never wanted to, take my life or anything, but I knew something was wrong. And when that was on my birthday, and he was just a couple weeks old there, and things started to I knew my hormones were out of balance. When he was about a month to 6 weeks old, I started having these repetitive, what I now know were called intrusive thoughts of throwing him over our balcony from our second story to the first story and inside from the stairs. And just over and over. And I still remember that thought like it was yesterday. And how, and then the grief that comes with that and the guilt that comes with that, thinking, oh my gosh, how could I ever do this to my precious baby that I love? And I knew I loved him. I knew I loved my daughter, but I was just so uptight. And when he would cry and then she would cry, she's still a baby. I could feel the blood rushing through my veins, and I just was about to lose it. And so I called my doctor and I said, here's what's going on. She said, you got to go see a therapist like now. And they got me on Zoloft right away. A pretty heavy dose, obviously, because I was having a lot of trouble coping. And so I was on Zoloft for months and months and years. And finally, after my third child, was able to come off of it. And I'll share a little bit more about that. But during that time also, I was still, again, I'm staying at home, and I'm this driven person, not contributing to the family income, starting to feel really, really stuck. And so I started a Premier Designs business, and thought, well, that'll be a way for me to get out of the house, right? And until I had my daughter, it was fine. It was fine. It was fun. It was a good group of people. I think the integrity of the company is really good. But once I had my oldest there drinking her Shakeology at the bottom of the screen, once I had her and I had to go to my first party and set up my table of goods and peddle those things, I hated it. I cried the entire way there. I didn't want to have to go to somebody else's party and feel like I was making other people buy things from me. It just seemed so cheap and worthless, and that's just me. There are amazing women that do that. Amazing. But it wasn't for me. It just wasn't. And so I started to feel like, man, this is so frustrating. I know there's got to be a way for me to earn an income, and ended up coming back in contact with my Mary Kay director, who I had started a Mary Kay business when I was 18. And she came back into my life. Mary Kay came back into my life. I rejoined the company, went into car qualification. Again, I enjoy being with people. I enjoy having an outlet where I can push myself and stretch myself. But she knows this about me. I said that darn inventory, and I still am paying off debt from having these other businesses, and I just don't feel like that's the way that I should have to do things. It's not, again, it just wasn't for me, and I was going to have to ask people to buy things, and, oh, can you put in this order so that our team can get to XYZ dollar amount this month, and it was so much about the money and buying things and selling things, and again, I got really frustrated and ended up saying it's just not going to work for me. At the same time, being about 5 months pregnant with my third child, finally was at the point where I said, Matt, I know it is not in the budget. I know that we really can't afford for me to join a gym. But we got a flyer in the mail for Jazzercise, and it was a coupon. And I said, I've got to go. I don't know how we're going to make this work, but I got to do something. I've got to get out. I've got to have the most important thing was that I had to have a little bit of time for myself, and I needed my stress level to go down. Here I am still on Zoloft after all these years, and I can't make things work anymore. I'm losing myself. I don't know who I am anymore. I'm giving and giving and giving, and I'm not being refueled at all. So anyway, started going to exercise, and that was so healthy for me in numerous ways. The franchise ended up closing. I ended up in a gym, and that instructor who I was taking classes from always had her Shakeology cup with her. And so I asked her about it, and I figured, honestly, by then I had the baby. If it's good enough for her, man, it is good enough for me, and she looks good, so I'm going to try this stuff, right? And I didn't drink it consistently for the first 6 weeks, 2 months, and then once I really didn't notice much of a difference. It tasted amazing, but I didn't notice that much of a difference, and I wasn't used to drinking something every day, and so I didn't have it consistently. And I saw an extra bag in my pantry, and I thought, oh, shoot, Matt's going to flip out if he sees that I'm continuing to order this stuff and I'm not drinking it. So I committed then and there to drink it every single day and get caught up and make sure that I was getting this stuff in my system. And he came home from work about 5 weeks later and said, whoa, you haven't had your shake today, have you? I'm like, how did you know? And he could tell that I hadn't had this daily dose of dense nutrition because I was more snippy, I was more irritable, I had no patience with him or the kids. And at that point, I realized, oh my gosh, this is making a pretty darn big difference for me. And in my life, it was affecting my hormones. It was balancing out my mental state. And I don't care what it was doing for the outside. If it made me a better person and a better mom and a better friend to my husband, I'm going to drink it. And he started drinking it every single morning. He used to drink Carnation Instant Breakfast, and now, he was going to be drinking Shakeology every day. And we are a Shakeology family. The baby drinks it. She gets a little green mustache from drinking Greenberry. And that is just our way of life. That is our nutrition. We try to eat much better than we used to, for sure. But no matter what, I know that if I've got this in my system, all is right with the world for that day. Truly, it makes that big of a difference. And so anyway, ended up, all I wanted was that discount on the Shakeology. It was that important to me to risk the debt, to risk selling something. I knew I didn't want to have anything to do with it, and I had been burned by other opportunities, but this meant the world to me, to feel good. So then, is it a pyramid scheme? No. Pyramids are illegal, for one thing. Pyramids have no real product. So you always want to get in early, and you want to sign up a bunch of people, and there's typically this high startup cost, and there's a big promise of getting rich. And really, it's couldn't be farther from all of that with Team Beachbody. Team Beachbody is what we call an MLM, or network marketing. I actually prefer the term relationship marketing because it is, as you'll see, so much about relationships and building friendships with people. We have real products. Beachbody was around way longer and hugely successful with their products even before the network of coaches came about. It came about very organically, where people who were purchasing the Beachbody products, the workouts, and some of the supplements would go on to beachbody.com, right? And they would post that they had done their workout, or they were asking questions about this or that. And other customers would jump in, answer their questions, motivate, encourage. And the co-founders decided, oh my goodness, look what's happening here. We basically have people coaching other people. We need to be paying these people, because the customers are going to be on the products longer. They're going to have more success, which means they're going to tell their friends. We sell more product, and on and on and on. So that is actually how Team Beachbody was born. We don't have any inventory. We don't have any quotas. We don't have any territories. We don't earn a dime. I could sign up every one of you on this call, and I don't get paid a thing for it. And I love it that way. I am so thankful for that, because Team Beachbody pays us as coaches for helping you as the customer, you as the challenger, you as the coach be successful. So it's in our interest to see that you reach success, that whatever your goals are, I don't have goals for you, whatever your goals are, whatever you define as success, that we help you reach those goals. And we get paid from Team Beachbody based on that. Love that. That is the heart of this company. There's an equal opportunity regardless of how long you've been with Team Beachbody. You can come in, completely surpass where I am. I'm proud to say that I've got coaches who are surpassing me day after day, and I love that. We are each on our own journey. We're each at our own timetable, and if you want to walk with this business, you can walk step, step, step. If you want to come in and run with it, go for it. I will run with you. If you want to walk, I will walk with you. In network marketing, you build a strong foundation, and you get rich over time with your consistency, your consistent efforts. There is no get rich quick. There is get rich with hard work and consistency, and it pays off. The other thing, unlimited success spots. Now, in a pyramid, like I said on that previous slide, you want to get in early. There's this big deal of, you don't want to be one of the last people in, or then you somehow get burned. And I still don't even, I've never been in a pyramid, so I don't exactly know. But with Team Beachbody, it doesn't matter where you are in the organization. You still have absolutely as much potential as anybody else. So I think that really speaks a lot. I know a couple of the top coaches have been in places within the organization where they were not one of the first coaches. They're not near like the top of the genealogy, so to speak, and they rise to the top. Okay, you can be part of a very solid business. Team Beachbody has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, a Rising Star Customer Service Award. You really don't have anything to worry about there. We've got 8 #1 ranked infomercials. We've opened in Canada, and that will just serve to expand over time. It takes time, especially with nutritional products, to get things approved overseas, but that's happening. They're in the works. Annual revenue in 2012 was $700 million. It's risen so far this year to $950 million in 2014. We don't have to worry about shipping. I know, gosh, back when I was doing some of these other companies, and I would have to pick up somebody's return, literally pick it up from their house or pay for their postage to get their return back from them. Then I would have to mail it to the company, and then they would send it back, and then I would have to get it back to the customer, and that's all taking my money and my time. I was over it. I don't have to worry about inventory. Team Beachbody takes care of all of that for us. $40 is to start up your own business, and I will tell you even how to get that way. Most people don't even pay that $40. About 220,000 coaches currently. Honestly, we need about 1 million to just have a voice on being able to end the trend of obesity. It's that big of an issue in this company, or I'm sorry, in this country. And honestly, even after the trend of obesity is over, like I said, I don't necessarily need to lose more weight, but I will never stop drinking Shakeology because it is nutrition that I need. I will never stop exercising. I will never stop trying new programs because it keeps it fresh, it keeps it fun, it keeps it exciting. Other acceptable options. Okay, so say you don't think you want to do network marketing. What are the other options out there for you? Of course, you can go to Endless School. There are career students who don't know what they want to do, and they keep going to school and racking up more and more student loans. And thank goodness, finally with Team Beachbody, I'm able to pay off my student loans, pay off my husband's student loans after being out of school for more than a decade. You could start your own franchise. And that, of course, with that comes a lot of cost and capital that you need to have. There's a lot of overhead typically. Corporate or a job, we've already talked about that, and even that, I love the graphic on there with the no thanks, looks like a pyramid scheme to me. You've got the unhappy employees down there at the bottom, the semi-unhappy supervisors who are stressed out and not getting paid what they feel like they're worth, the managers who are sort of happy, but in terms of life balance, don't see their families that much, and then the CEO is taking in all the money and doesn't seem to be in the office that much. So that seems to me to be the more accurate pyramid scheme. And of course, you can possibly be salary or commission with that, and you have a ceiling. You can only get to a certain amount, and then that's it. So with Team Beachbody, there is no cap on what you can earn. You decide if you want to raise, you go for it. Go and earn it. Self-employed, of course, that's a huge range of options there. Realtors. Who else would be? Hairdressers would be another great option there for, in terms of an example. Self-employed people. And of course, there's a lot of stress that comes with that and a lot of limitation that comes with that. So there are types of coaches. And you can move in and out of these types of coaches. You may start as one. I started as a discount coach, which represents about 60% of the coaches currently are what we call discount coaches. That's basically, in effect, like you may think of joining Sam's Club, where you're paying on a regular basis for a discount. That is what a discount coach is. You're not selling anything. You're not promoting anything. You're not coaching anybody, but you're just doing it for the discount. Both of my parents are discount coaches, and they just drink. They drink their shakes, they do some workouts, and that's that. The number two, hobby or retailer. So that represents about 30% of the coaches that we currently have. Those are people that may talk about what they're doing on social media a bit. And if somebody comes to them and says, hey, what is it that you're doing? They'll give them their website link that is linked to Beachbody, and that way they get the credit when somebody orders something. So they'll do it here and there, but they don't necessarily have real goals set for themselves. Now, a professional or a business builder is somebody who wants to reach certain goals each month in, month out. They want to go somewhere. They want to build it. It doesn't mean that they're doing it full-time in terms of full-time hours. There are plenty of professionals and business builders who only work 10 to 15 to 20 hours a week. So that part is still, in terms of the hours, completely up to you, and there's a big range there, in terms of your potential. So that represents about 10%. That picture there is our first Super Saturday that we held here in Naples, Florida this past year. And as you can see, all shapes and sizes, all ages, men, women, lots and lots of fun we have together. Okay, so the difference. Here's what I want to start explaining to you, and we'll get into sort of the money and how we earn. Retail and hobby. Initially, when you're a coach and you are, again, this is the retail hobby, and even, I want to make sure that I explain this right, even when you are a professional and business builder, initially, in the short term, this is what it looks like, this breakdown. 90% is going to come from your retail sales, and about 10% is going to come from the team that you're starting to build. So that may be approximately your first 6 months to a year and that's for most people. That's what you're going to see. It's about 90% of your efforts and your income is going to come from your retail sales. Now, over time, like it says on the bottom, long term, your residual income, and for those of you that stick around and have goals month in, month out, and are business builders, that's going to flip. And you will see, I'll show you my paycheck here in a second, that about 10% is from your retail sales, and about 90% starts to come as a result of you having built a team. Team Beachbody is paying that to you. No money will ever come to you directly from your team. Team Beachbody pays you. So that really is what allows you financial freedom. That is what allows you freedom with your time, is building a team. How do I earn? Retail, that's actually 25%. I apologize for that being incorrect. It's 25% off of our product sales, so off of for the retail. So if somebody orders Shakeology for, let's just say for ease, that it's $120, then you're going to earn $30, right? Now, challenge packs vary in price, and so it varies in terms of the flat rate that you earn as a result of selling a challenge pack. A challenge pack is a workout plus a bag of Shakeology, and then of course they get your coaching and accountability. You also get paid on team volume. And this I'll explain in a little bit more detail here in a few minutes. But by building a successful team of professionals, you don't necessarily need a ton of coaches to earn quite a bit. Or you can have a lot of discount coaches or retailers. Obviously, having both is that much better. Now, rank. And this is something that you may take a little bit longer than just watching this presentation once to really understand, and it's not that crucial that you understand it right now. But just to make sure that I explain it, these are sort of rites of business passage. So when you enter as a coach, you get your coach ID, takes about 10 minutes, you become a coach. And as you are on your Shakeology, you're active. You don't have to worry about being active and inactive and making this purchase and making that purchase. Just drink your Shakeology, you're always active, you don't have to worry about it, right? Then when you have two personally sponsored coaches, usually you're gonna have one of them be your spouse. And for me, it was a spouse and a parent. Right away, boom, boom, I became an Emerald coach. That is absolutely what I would recommend to just about every person that watches this. You start getting paid $14 per cycle on your team, and you can qualify then and be eligible for leads from the company. So as people make purchases from the infomercials, or they go to beachbody.com and make purchases, then you get to go in the lead rotation and receive those people as your leads. And again, develop relationships with them, and they make future purchases, and it comes straight to you. You then advance to Diamond, and for the same amount of work that you're doing in terms of your sales, now you're getting paid $18 per cycle. You also have Diamond leads, which are better than, or more valuable, you could say, than Emerald leads. And you can go into Elite qualification. After Diamond, you start building diamonds under you. And so that means that the people that you have sponsored, the people that you care about, the people that you work with, you're helping them develop their business and change their lives and their family's future. And that is absolutely so rewarding. So that just means 1 star, 2 star, 3 star. Those are the number of diamond coaches that you have on your team. And so you get paid a quarterly bonus for those depending on what rank you're at. Now, when you hit Elite, that for some companies, that would be like the pink Cadillacs that you see driving around town, or I don't know what other companies have cars, but some of them do. In Team Beachbody, they give us $500 cash a month, and that is what we receive as Elite coaches. I'll take that and do whatever I want with it. Earning potential. Okay, so this is my statement that I copied from my online office from when I very first started back in 2011. My sign-on date was there August the 10th. And as you can see, there's a bunch of zeros, dollar amounts, because again, I swore off doing anything with this business. And then you can see in October, somebody asked me about it. Somebody who was probably Matt decided, okay, it's time for me to start getting this stuff. And so I earned $29.99. I remember getting that check in the mail. I had not yet signed up for direct deposit. Like, are you kidding me? I wasn't expecting this. You know, I'll take $30. I was a stay-at-home mom that didn't even have money for a pair of new shoes for myself, you know? And so in that first 6 months, I earned $1,997 and change. Nothing for a lot of people to write home about, but for me, as the stay-at-home mom, that was massive. That paid for our gas. That paid for some groceries. That paid for less stress. Would you go for a little bit less stress in your financial budget, in your family budget? Man, I would. I was at a point where, you know, I just was so frustrated, and I remember looking online for work at home jobs, you know, and seeing things like lick envelopes, stuff envelopes, thinking, are you kidding me? Am I really going to do this? And now I had people asking me about something that had changed my life, had gotten me off of medication. I was able to go off of Zoloft as a result of Shakeology. Are you kidding me? Of course I'll tell people about this. So it started to roll, and that extra $332 a month was a big deal for me. I figure you got to be in shape anyway. Fitness is non-negotiable. This is your health. You are either paying for it now on the preventative side, or you're paying for it later on in the hospital and doctor visits and prescriptions. So it takes about a good 2 to 5 years to earn serious money with Team Beachbody. You can come in and bust it out and get into 6 figures in a year. You can. You can. That was not my journey. You got to remember, I was staying at home 24/7 with 3 kids, and some people still do it. Some people find childcare. I didn't have that childcare, and I wasn't ready. I was not ready for a huge team at that time. But you're going to be that much older anyway. Where are you going to be in 5 years? Where are you going to be? Are you making changes? Do you have a plan B? So here's my commission statement. As you can see, retail commission $47.48. Woo! And I'm a 4-star diamond coach. Not a lot there in commission. That was a week where I did not sell hardly anything, right? So I also had a subscription commission, and that was about it. Pretty crazy, huh? But again, remember, I'm the professional business builder, where that's about 10%, and then the 90% now comes from Team Beachbody paying me for my team. My team, which works organically, paying it forward, helping people. They come in as a challenger, using Shakeology, getting healthy, using the workouts. They say, hey, this was awesome. I want to tell a few people about it. They become a coach. And on the ripple effect goes. So there, my team bonus was over $1,400. Had a matching bonus, which goes along with that, $151. So that amount was then basically at $1,700 for the week. I only sold $46 worth, but I earned $1,700. Are you getting with me here? This was, and again, my journey is slower than a lot of other coaches. And I will go through this in a bit, but it took me a long time to learn what you can now learn in a lot shorter amount of time. Okay, so this is the sheet from my bank statement that day, where I have my deposits. And as you can see, the $1,700, basically the $1,696 that was on the previous page, there that is in that primary business center. I also work my husband's account, and so he had I don't know if it was the 169 or 275. His was one of those. And then I've opened up a second business center. When you hit 2-star diamond, you get to open up a second business center to start working. And so all together, and then with my Team Beachbody diamond bonus, I had another $889. So my total income for that week was over $3,000. Again, how much did I have in retail sales? $46. How much did I earn? $3,000. Gotta love that. And it's only going to get better from here. I've been staying at home with 4 kids, working here and working there with my cell phone, helping people reach their health and fitness goals. People that want help. I'm not hunting down people to help that don't want help. That's not worth my time. I'm not going to drag somebody. I am helping people who want my help. And Team Beachbody is paying me $3,000. It's amazing. It is amazing. There are all types of coaches. Team BeneFIT, these are just a few of the coaches that have joined our team. And I'm so proud to say that I've known these ladies for so long, and that they're just changing lives all over the place, all over the country, literally all over the country. Erin, who's a teacher up at the top with 2 toddlers in her arms, and she gets to choose whether this is her last year of teaching. She's got a master's degree, but she now gets to choose whether she wants to work full-time as a Team Beachbody coach or not. She got to go to leadership with me. She's going to hit elite this year. How exciting is that? Christina, who's got her baby and her toddler little girl there with her husband. She's an occupational therapist by trade and now gets to work part-time. That's her choice. She has a choice, and Team Beachbody has allowed her that freedom to choose that. Jenny, who is with her 3 kiddos there, she is a nurse and also a military wife. So there are good stints of time where she's a single mom and still working this business and helping her family make ends meet, because they're a military family. They don't get paid that much. Amanda, who I've known since, since I was tiny, is a single career woman. And she is paying it forward, doing something that she loves. She loves the passion of health and fitness and paying it forward, and it's fun. And then, of course, my husband there at the bottom, he's a project manager currently in his corporate world, and father of 4, making it work and helping get us out of debt so that we can be completely debt-free and have financial freedom. And these people are all so unique. They're all so different. They've come from different places. They have lots of different experiences. They've lost a different amount of inches, different amount of pounds. They're all on their own journey, and they're all beautiful, and they're all part of Team BeneFIT. Success Club trips are totally fun. I was blessed to have been able to go on these trips every year since I joined Team Beachbody. And in the other companies that I've been part of, and there are more than just Mary Kay and Premier, I've been part of several others that I just won't even bother talking about, but I always thought that those trips were for other people. And I never really quite knew how those people got on the trips. And it just seems so far away and so foreign. And what I realized was that by me helping between 3 and 5 people each month, I could go on these trips for free. Are you kidding me? Team Beachbody's going to pay me to take my entire family to Walt Disney World and have park hopper passes for 4 days, and then have travel bonuses. And are you kidding me? My stay at the yacht club is free. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. And then the next year we go on the SS Beachbody. Team Beachbody rented out the entire Royal Caribbean cruise ship. That whole ship was filled with Beachbody coaches and their families. And so we got to go and stay and have an amazing time. The next one that we're going to is the Moon Palace in Cancun in 2015. And for helping 3 to 5 people a month, you do these things. You just, it's mind-boggling to me. It just is. I'm living this dream life that I always thought was for other people. Some other trips. Summit is at the bottom. Look at all of those people. We take up the Las Vegas Strip, and thousands and thousands of people are working out all at the same time. They've got screens. You really can't see them all that well. The screen's there, and then a huge stage where the celebrity trainers are up there all exercising at the same time, and the energy and the rush is just incredible. Lots and lots of fun. So inspiring. The top picture is Shaun T, and just sitting down with us, an intimate gathering, honestly, of just a very few number of coaches that were there and able to experience his knowledge and his passion, and getting to leadership retreat was just life-changing. It was really, really amazing. So, and it's because we've got a rock star team. Honestly, I would not have been able to go had it not been for how amazing our team is and the challengers that we have having success. So why Beachbody? Okay, so every single person needs our products. Our job is to help people stay motivated, and they can be a walking billboard for what we have to offer. Shakeology is the only shake of its kind. Truly, literally today, I had somebody tell me that their doctor recommended that they drink Ensure or Boost. Are you kidding me? Your doctor would recommend this? Have you seen the ingredients that's in those things? All artificial stuff that is just not good for you at all. And I hate to tell you, but after going to nutrition school last year, our doctors typically are not educated in nutrition. Thank goodness we have this amazing product called Shakeology with over 70 dense nutrients in it, superfoods that help keep us healthy, get us healthy, reduce the inflammation. I could go on and on all night about Shakeology. We have a constant pipeline of quality products. So all the time, Team Beachbody is releasing new things and working with new people and creating the most top-notch, incredible programs in terms of workouts, the nutrition products, the supplements. All of that is the best. It's the best out there, and that's why we're growing at such an amazing rate. It's why we're so successful. You can create any niche that you want. So you can bring the special part of who you are as a person, your background, your passion in other areas of life, and make that work for you in Team Beachbody. If I always use, for some reason, I always use the example of a scrapbooker. If you love to scrapbook, then you meet people on scrapbook websites, on chat rooms, on Facebook groups that are scrapbookers. You get to know them. You get to know what their needs are. You get to know how their health is. You get to know what their struggles are in life. Can you be of any help to them? Chances are yes, because again, everybody needs this. You use what you are passionate about. You become the best version of you with Team Beachbody. We have challenge groups online with Facebook, and so everybody can be part of something intimate and private and get your coaching daily, your support. You don't have to be an expert. People want people who are real, and we'll talk about that. Of course, there's brand recognition because the products all are top-notch and amazing, and they spend millions and millions of dollars on advertising, so we don't have to do that stuff. We don't have to have flyers everywhere. You don't have to set up booths in every place and hand out your flyers and hand out your business cards and buy all this stuff. Team Beachbody does that for us. There is this new generation of network marketing. And again, I should just even put the word relationship, because you are building relationships with people. When you build those relationships with people and they trust you, they'll take your recommendation. You would recommend a restaurant or a movie to somebody. It's no different recommending these products because they've worked for you. Those pictures are all transformations of people on our team that I just love, and I'm so proud of them. It's just incredible. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting seeing people who are transforming on the inside just as much, if not more, than the outside. And it's just so rewarding, so fulfilling helping people. So who are your customers? Everybody. Like I said, even thin people, because honestly, just because you're thin does not mean you're healthy. Two totally separate things. I will probably not be losing much more weight because I'm at my goal weight, but I will never, ever stop being a Beachbody customer. It's your story that inspires people. You do not have to wait until you're ripped and shredded to become a great Beachbody coach. Richard Neal from Tennessee, he was over 400 pounds and he was inspiring people on his journey. People want to know what your struggles are. They want to know that you are a real person. They want to know that you can overcome this. And those people will follow. People will follow you if you're real, if you're authentic, and if you share your story. Perlene Utley, completely deaf. Her husband, completely deaf. Her 2 kids, completely deaf. She's the top coach, and that has not limited her. There are top coaches that are in wheelchairs. There are coaches that are paraplegics. All different walks of life, you can be a successful coach. Don't let your excuses get in the way. You be stronger than your excuses. Beachbody, again, it's all about building relationships. Weight loss is very, very personal. You build trust with those people and they will join you. If you come in and you just try and sell a bunch of stuff, you'll sell a few things for sure. Is it going to last? No. Because you've got to build relationships. You have to care about people. You have to want to help them without expecting anything in return. People will see that and people will flock to you when you continue time over time after time, consistently building. Again, it's about sharing with people every single month. You bring in 3 to 5 people that want to do what you are doing, what you're excited about, and change their lives in the process. What's the cost to join? Okay, so that $40, that's what I referred to earlier. And of course, you want to know, how's that get waived? Typically, people come to us as customers or coaches purchasing what's called a challenge pack. Again, that's a fitness program plus a bag of Shakeology. The cost varies completely between $140 all the way up past $205. Most of them stop at $205. You get your $40 coach fee, that is your initial fee, waived when you order a challenge pack. It's waived. So you don't have to worry about paying anything to become a coach. Once you have your challenge pack and you're a coach, you've got your coach ID, you've got that. That next month and each month thereafter are charged a $15.95 monthly service business fee. Again, that covers the shipping department. It covers all of the customer service. It handles anything like returns and all of the advertising, all of your coach online office where everything is tracked. It covers your direct deposit. All of those things that for a lot of people cost thousands of dollars, hundreds and thousands of dollars, you have for $15.95 a month. So that's a no-brainer. For me, in our budget, that goes into our grocery budget actually, because I pay my Shakeology, which is significantly less because I'm a coach. I just throw that all into one lump sum. Here's my Shakeology cost for the month, and that includes that $15.95, and that's part of our grocery budget. And so I don't even worry about it. It's still cheaper to be a coach drinking Shakeology each month and not do anything else with the business than it is to be a Shakeology customer each month. The only thing that you really need is a smartphone or your computer in order to get started as a coach. So what does success actually take? Again, it says reach Success Club 5, that SC5, that's Success Club. And what that equates to, you've heard me refer to 3 to 5 people. That is helping 3 to 5 people each month. You plug into the national wake-up call and team calls. We have a weekly team call and we have a national wake-up call. And I record mine for the team. The wake-up calls are recorded as well. So if you can't listen live, you can always go back to that recording. But staying plugged into that is absolutely crucial. We have a 30-day Coach Basics group. So as you get your Coach ID, then we help you get started right away. Here's step 1, here's step 2, here's step 3. Hold your hand, walk you through step by step. The more that you stay in contact with me, the more that I can help you. There are 15 training modules on my website. So again, that's the first place I send you to, because everything is laid out there beautifully right there for you. Learn to live outside your comfort zone. These are new things. It's going to be a little bit overwhelming at first. But again, you're starting a new business. And anytime you don't know how to do something right away, it can be a lot, you know? It's just a lot to take in. And it's all so exciting. And again, we've got it pared down beautifully so that you do step A, you do step B, you do step C. And I'm talking with you on a daily basis on our group page, asking you how things are and what questions you have and what struggles you're having. And that way we can make sure that you're successful. And again, trying to help you reach the goals that you set. It's all about you reaching your goals. Listen, ask questions, and listen and learn. And that goes for your coaching business. It goes for your connections with other people as you're talking to them and helping them find out what is it that they need. Your income is a direct reflection of the amount of people that you help and the extent that you help them. That again, that's how Beachbody is set up. It's the most beautiful thing, that the heart of this company is all about helping people, and we get paid based on that. Your business. You are in this business for yourself, but you are not by yourself. Like I said, we're just such a team, and we share ideas every single day. People on our team are posting things on the team page. Here's what I did and this worked. Here's what I did. Didn't work so hot. Here's this reference that I found. Maybe you guys could use it too. There's just unlimited potential, and it is so exciting. And knowing now that what took me 6 months to a year to learn, I can now teach you in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and help you get off the ground running at a much quicker rate than it took me. And that's so rewarding to know that I can help people that much faster. So some food for thought. How's your current life keeping you from your dreams? I would encourage you to even make a sheet of paper. On one side of the sheet, list how your current life is keeping you from doing all the things that you want to do. How is it keeping you from being the person that you want to be? How are you limited? On the other side, write all of your dreams. What are the things that you wanted as a kid to do, you've never gotten to do? What are the things that you want to do as an adult and haven't gotten to do? What are the things, who is it that you want to be that you are not yet? Most people don't have these inventions that are going to make them rich. They don't have a rich uncle that's going to give them a big inheritance. It's up to you. And do you know how truly amazing you are? Honestly, like, God has created you to be this amazing human being. Are you taking the action steps to write your own story? You can. And this team is, every day I'm inspired by these team members on Team BeneFIT that are taking action every single day and helping people. And when we help others, we are blessed. The blessings start to pour in over time, that consistency. So honestly, I guess it really comes down to a simple choice. You get busy living, or you get busy dying, right? So my call to action for you is this. Do something. Take that step. Have a plan B. Start living the life that you want. Create your dream life. It's up to you to build it. I can give you all of the information, but I can't make you do it. We are here to help hold your hand and give you guidance and help give you focus. I loved this quote. One of my best moves is to surround myself with friends who, instead of asking why, are quick to say, why not? That attitude is contagious. Why not me? If all of those other people are doing it, if all of these other people are successful, and they're from all walks of life and in all different situations, why not me? Why am I not doing this? Why am I not living this dream life? There's no reason that if I can do it, you can't do it. No reason at all. There is nothing that special about me. I'm just doing these 3 vital behaviors. I use the products. I grow as a person each day by reading, and I connect with other people and share what it is that I'm doing. Those are the 3 vital behaviors. I'm going to end with just a quick quote from my new favorite book, 5. Some people spend all their lives on a boring little island called Someday I'll. Someday I'll be happy. Someday I'll hike in Nepal. Someday I'll build a log cabin. Someday I'll have a great adventure. Life is not a dress rehearsal. Life is here. Life is now. Reach out and seize it. You deserve it. Please connect with the coach who invited you to watch this webinar. Let them know what you're so excited about. Let them know what questions you have. Let them know if there are any fears or any doubts at all. Let us know. Make sure that you connect with us, because we want to make sure that we do everything possible to help you create your dream life and benefit others.